Wow, we haven't covered Sydney Watson in a hot minute, haven't we? Well, we're about to be visiting our favorite female Australian reactionary, Sydney Watson. And she made a video... Yes, Caesar. She made a video called The Lie of Female Empowerment. And the thumbnail had a lot of booba on it. So we're going to learn about how actually women expressing themselves in a way that is a bit more sexual in an attempt to be viewed as more than sex objects despite their attractiveness is actually bad for women. And what better a source to get this information from than well-known conservative demagogue Sydney Watson? Hit me up.
Everything just feels so confusing most of the time. Hi, my name is Sydney. Welcome back to the Thunderdome. And before we launch in, this video is sponsored by your new daddy, Grounds News. And side note, I would
Don't hit me with a sponsor. Don't do it.
really love it and appreciate it if you guys went and subscribed to my email list on my website, which is in the description. The link is there. Because you never know, I might get yeeted from YouTube. And that would be really sad. When I originally decided to cover this topic, it was after Cardi B had performed her song WAP, or WAP, I guess.
Oh yeah, she was super mad about wet-ass P-word as well, but unfortunately we didn't get a recreation of the song, a cover even, by Sydney like we did by Ben Shapiro. Need a bucket and a mop for that wet-ass P-word. Give me everything you got for that wet-ass P-word.
At the Grammys. An award show I don't think anyone watches anymore. And a song that leaves very little to the imagination. A perfect match. Being that Cardi was...
You guys ever notice how conservatives have a tendency to, pretend like things they don't like are unpopular, even when they are? Like, of course people watch the Grammys. It wouldn't be on TV anymore if no one did. It's like how, the Quartering and Geeks and Gamers and a lot of those people claim that nobody cares about Star Wars anymore because of the SJW propaganda, despite the fact that these franchises are bigger than they've ever been and are making shit tons of money. It's just untrue. Progressivism and more lefty politics are getting more and more popular. Conservatism is getting less and less popular. And this rise in the anti-SJW community and this right-wing populist bullshit is just a crying, gasping breath, a final reach for relevance by the right that's slowly dying off as more progressive politics move back into the mainstream among younger people.
Wearing little clothing, and on stage she was twerking,
or
whatever this
Hell
is.
yeah.
Political commentators like Candace Owens likened this to the destruction of our culture. The destruction of my taste buds.
Virtually what we were looking at last night was a lesbian sex scene being simulated on television, and
In that case, please show me more.
this is considered feminist. It's iconic, it's forward, it's progressive, it's the way the world's going, Tucker. And if you don't see that, it's because you're a bigot. You don't understand. This is the way the...
Dude, Tucker Carlson is always making this face. It's always just he looks like he's staring off into space. I'm pretty sure Tucker is constantly has a mainline IV going straight up his urethra of heroin 24/7, and he's just zonked out 24/7. Anytime he's not talking, he's floating into the clouds. Yeah, it's that exact face, like in the emo. It's that exact face.
The world needs to go. I 100% agree with you in the assessment that this feels more sinister. This is starting to me to seem like it's not even left or right. It's not a political issue. This seems like an attack on American values, American traditions, and you're actually actively trying to make children aspire to things that are grotesque. This is not about diversity anymore, Tucker. It's about perversity. No. We are celebrating perversity in America.
How can conservatives simultaneously try to argue, one, that they care about freedom and liberty, and two, that that the left is, or that the right is the new counterculture punk rock, while simultaneously getting their panties all in a bunch over the most popular pop stars in America, in the world even, engaging in like sexually explicit behavior. Do they think this is punk rock? Shaming one of the most popular pop stars in the world for being like lewd in one of the most popular songs of the last year. Conservatism is the new punk rock. Now let me explain why one of the most popular pop artists in the entire country, in the entire world even, is actually a degenerate piece of shit. Meanwhile, the Zoomers are eating this shit up like hotcakes. Oh yeah.
But if we're being honest, this isn't anything we haven't seen before. People took exception to Nicki Minaj's video clip Anaconda back in 2014. They took exception to the Super Bowl halftime show.
I'm sorry, I'm not taking exception. I'm just staring at the big bouncy booties, okay? Guys, I am a red-blooded, straight American male. And when I see titties, and when I see ass, I like it. Alright? It makes me happy. It puts a big old smile on my face. I'm not looking past anything. In fact, I'm looking directly at it. My attention is laser focused on it even. I'm not ignoring it. Alright? If are conservatives going to try to take away my ass and titties? Because if conservatives are going to try to take away my ass and titties, I will fight. I will be a true patriot, and I will stand and protect. I will use my Second Amendment rights to protect my ass and titties, okay? I will not let these conservatives want to take away the ass and titties, chat. They're trying to take it away from you, and I will not let them. I will not let them. If Kyle Rittenhouse is a hero for defending private property, then I'm going to be a hero for defending our ass and titties, okay? From the conservatives that are trying to take them away from us.
Performed by J-Lo and Shakira in 2020. And Miley Cyrus's whole adult career has just been one giant half-naked troll. Is this the cultural Marxism I hear so much about? Jordan Peterson, where are you when I need you? Now, whether you sit on the left, the right, or in the center, or you just like half-naked women, I guess, your reaction to the Grammys probably will have been wildly different. On one hand, you have CNN describing this as gloriously twerking, owning the stage in Barbarella-esque outfits, referencing female empowerment, sexual pride, and delivering, undoubtedly, one of the most memorable Grammy performances of all time. Gloriously twerking. Well, that's a combination of words I never want to hear again. And on
Sydney, don't play with me, alright? I know the secret. Oh, I know that all women are gay. You guys can't hide it from me anymore. I know that all women find other women attractive. I know you like watching women twerk, okay? I know. I know it. I know it's true. Don't pretend like you don't like looking at the big jiggly booties bouncing in your face. And the big jiggly titties just going. That's the sound boobs make when they jiggle, by the way. Don't want to hear any leftist misinformation in chat trying to deny that. That is the sound boobs make when they jiggle. That's the sound they make. It's true.
On the other, you have people like Tucker Carlson saying that it's hard not to conclude that they're intentionally trying to degrade our culture and hurt our children. But what I find interesting is how people in the...
Think of the children! What if children see a bouncy booty? Do you guys remember when people used to say it's up to parents to moderate what their kids see on TV? If there's explicitly sexual content appearing on TV, can parents not just like monitor what their kids are watching on TV? Also, if you're giving your kid a phone or a computer, then they're probably old enough to see that, okay? I am in favor of parents not allowing their kids to have access to the internet, all right? My life would be significantly improved if there were less 14-year-old white girls on Twitter trying to cancel me because 2 years ago I made an edgy joke, all right? Twitter would be so much... Or if fucking 14-year-old white girls weren't out there canceling ContraPoints because she had a 6-second Buck Angel appearance voicing John Waters in a video, okay? It's all either extremely fucking terminally online and socially inept 30-year-olds and 14-year-old white girls doing the canceling on Twitter, okay? If we could just ban everyone under the age of 18 from being on Twitter, the internet would be so much better. All right, I don't think we need to take away the liberty and freedom of music artists to express themselves how they please as long as it's not physically hurting anyone, just because parents are too stupid and lazy to monitor what their kids are watching, because all they want to do is sit their kid in front of the fucking YouTube computer bullshit or whatever and play Baby Shark doo-doo-doo-doo all day. Or what was the other one? The Johnny no papa, eating sugar, no papa. I don't, like, whatever. You guys know it's like a big deal, right? Like, parents just sit their kids down in front of that shit and leave it on for hours as a babysitter, where they go drink wine and sit on Facebook all day tweeting about how, or posting about how the earth is flat and vaccines make your dick shrink inside your body and turn it into a vagina.
Left predominantly, and some feminists seem to view this performance as female empowerment. In fact, the song WAP as a general...
All right. The reason why sexually explicit material from women is typically viewed as female empowerment by feminists is that it's a way of saying fuck you to those that think sexualization makes you an object rather than a person. Women shouldn't have to hide their bodies in order to be viewed as a person. All right? When I see a woman, I don't just see a big pair of titties and a bouncy ass. I see a person with a big pair of titties and a bouncy ass. The bouncy ass and big titties are secondary to the personhood. As you normalize sexually explicit performance from women, you begin to humanize women more. I don't think that women, in order to be respected, should have to cover themselves up because men can't control their perception of them if they show a little bit of skin. It's as simple as that. That's why it's empowering. If we normalize these things more, the idea of a woman walking around with big boobies in a tank top stops being such a big deal. That woman's not going to be called a slut or be viewed as an object. Instead, they're going to be viewed as a woman with big-ass titties and a tank top. And the world will be better for it.
General Rule is viewed by some as a feminist anthem.
Because it is about ownership of body and ownership of sexuality.
True.
Sometimes I feel like when you are a rapper that does that, either people assume that it was put onto you by men, which it wasn't.
You sure about that, friend? Kind of looks like the majority of people who wrote and produced this song were men. Are these really the lyrics of a feminist anthem?
Yeah, sure. By the way, do they not know how songwriting works? Plenty of artists have like people that design their music videos, but at the end of the day, the artist is the one that says yes or no to it. This is like a no bullshit to your argument. Well, So, as you can see, men actually wrote some of this song and produced it. So, as a matter of fact, a woman couldn't be behind this. Like, this argument just doesn't hold up. Plenty of artists have ghostwriters and producers.
I don't know. And that's what we're going to talk about today, the lie of female empowerment. An idea that seems more deeply rooted in the objectification and degradation of women rather than our actual progression and success. But before I press on and ruin your day, no doubt.
By the way, everything that she's about to advocate for is going to be pure regression and anti-feminist. Here, really quickly, I'm going to up this to 1.5 speed because this video is 20 minutes long, and my segment will end up being like 2 hours long if we watched on normal speed.
Let's hear from your new daddy ground news.
Nope! Get out. Stop it, Sydney Watson. I'm not letting you shill to my audience today.
And news Enos. Now, female empowerment can mean all kinds of things to all kinds of people. Given that there's no universal meaning for it, it mostly revolves around women being provided the power and opportunities to participate in social, economic, political, and educational spaces. Think of it as giving a woman the tools and confidence to start a business, or letting a Sydney buy a gun. And this is
No, you're leaving out one major thing. The social perception and treatment of women in society. It's not just empowering women in the workplace or legally speaking. It's about empowerment and humanization in society. Generally moving people's social view of women and their perception in a more positive, progressive direction. Very convenient there, how she left out one of the most important tenets of feminism. And empowerment, making society more accepting of women and their presentation and their roles in society. Very convenient.
More or less in line with the interests of feminists in the 1960s.
Guys, shut the fuck up about Calvin Guerra. I know. I fucking know. You've said it a million times. I can see my chat. I'm not blind. I jack off a lot, but not enough to make me go blind and grow fucking hair on my palms, okay? I see it, alright? I know.
70s, who wanted women to be more than housewives and mothers, to pursue higher education or chase career objectives. Part of this movement gave way to the sexual revolution, which gave us casual sex, the contraceptive pill, and abortion on demand. And somewhere between then and now, we ended up with a hypersexualized society that equates objectification to empowerment. Wonderful. On the daily, we're bombarded with images of half-naked...
Oh, God. You know, the best argument that Sydney Watson is making in this video for, like, the regressive, like, misogynistic worldview is that she's so stupid, she's lowering the collective IQ of women as a whole. Now, there is a difference between sexual empowerment of women and objectification of women. If a girl's walking down the street and is showing off some skin, and I say, damn, I bet that bitch has got a fat-ass pussy. I'd like to bury my face in that until I can't breathe anymore, till I'm seeing stars. I want her to crush my head with her thighs like it's a watermelon. God damn. Now, empowerment is, damn, she's pretty hot. She's owning what she's got. Respect. There's a difference there. You notice it? The difference is, objectification is, well, the word speaks for itself. Objectification. Rather than seeing a person, you're seeing an object with features that you're attracted to. While with empowerment, you are seeing a person with features that they aren't afraid to hide. A pretty noticeable difference there, I'd say.
Women. We see articles about how everything from abortion to porn is empowering for women. We're exposed to music that talks about men degrading women or women embracing their sexuality. Most influencers on social media post half-naked photos, which honestly always seem to be on my Instagram Explore page, and I don't even know why. I don't click them. I want pictures of dogs and probably shoes and maybe even nail polish.
Instagram knows you want to see big fat titties, Sydney Watson. Own it. All women are gay.
And maybe wedding rings and wedding dresses.
Hashtag all women are gay. Let's get it trending.
And plants. I love plants. Did you hit your head earlier? And mugs and carpets and sightseeing and Scotland. Something especially interesting about this topic for me is that a lot of women act like they self-objectify for their own interests. Take, for example, websites like OnlyFans, paid subscription services where women can sell nude and lewd content. And as we've already talked about on this channel, a lot of people view this as capitalism at play. They view these websites as the individual's choice.
Oh my God, the fucking Nazbol vortex, dude. Holy shit. You guys know how conservatives went from, like, in 2016 from being like, capitalism's fucking based, yo. If you want to start a business, pull yourself up by your bootstraps and make something of yourself. But now that it's women using their sexuality in order to make money and getting successful from it, it's wait. This is capitalism in action. This is bad capitalism. It's literally just, it's mindless populism. This is why I speak out so much against populism, because it leads you to thinking like this. It's just the fucking Nazbol vortex, I'm telling you. This is the conservative war on boobies. That's what I'm naming this video. Sydney Watson wages the conservative war on boobies.
that women particularly can take control of their bodies through business, while people on the other side of the argument say that this exemplifies the very problem with female empowerment in the modern age. A good reason.
How is this an Oswald vortex? They're just using a rhetorical strategy, playing the advocate or something like that. Littner, Google Nazbol vortex. It's literally right-wing populism. The idea is that you're all pro-capitalism until capitalism starts propping up progressive ideology. Then it's capitalism at work, and capitalism is bad.
An example of this is Bad Baby, also known as the Cash Me Outside girl from Dr. Phil, as some of you might know her. Effectively,
oh, holy shit. You know what we're about to be preached to about? They're about to talk about how the day that Bad Baby turned 18, she made an OnlyFans and made like millions of dollars. So there was a bunch of dudes just waiting for her to turn 18 and then subscribed to her OnlyFans, which, by the way, is pretty creepy. However, it's a little bit the pot calling the kettle black when conservatives who have fought tooth and nail, at least in my country, to preserve child marriage, when they start getting their pants in a huff about pedophilia, especially when one of the most powerful politicians in our country, Marjorie Taylor Greene, one of the most like the new Trump basically is what she's become, is defending Matt Gaetz, who is currently being charged with child sex trafficking, is defending said child sex trafficker. Conservatives are pro-pedophilia, always have been. Don't virtue signal like this and expect not to be called out.
as soon as she turned 18, she announced that she'd started an OnlyFans. And I don't know, guys, that feels almost not legal. Probably not okay. Still a child. And what's more concerning about this is how she claims to have made $1 million in the 6 hours following her launch. Buying images of teenagers just as they turn 18. Wood chipper. This sort of thing is becoming increasingly normal, especially for young women. But on the other side of things, there's an argument that this sexualization is centered around male attention and societal validation. I think the kids call that a self-own. In 2005, Canada's Maclean's magazine published an op-ed called Girls Gone Ranch. The article confirms that young women and teenagers equate female empowerment with self-objectification and degradation.
This is a
all sorts of
tabloid.
Examples from Girls Gone Wild to cable shows like G-String.
You are citing a tabloid right now. I've never seen a more tabloid link in my fucking life. Oh, are we? Okay, I'll rewind it.
Around male attention and societal validation. I think the kids call that a self-own. In 2005, Canada's Maclean's magazine published an op-ed called Girls Gone Ranch. The article confirms that young women and teenagers equate female empowerment with self-objectification
a fucking
and
tabloid,
giving all sorts of examples from Girls Gone Wild to cable shows like G-String Divas, where stripping is equated to female empowerment. Ariel Levy, who happens to have the name of a mermaid, the author whose research is covered in this article, observed that girls everywhere do their best to be...
Hey chat, I want to make it very clear right now. As a matter of fact, we don't even need to watch the rest of this video, because she's just going to go on about how OnlyFans and women being sexual is bad, right? The point of this video is, I'm just going to summarize it for you all, because I've seen videos like this before. Conservatives want to take away your ass and titties. Hypers in chat if you like ass and titties. Do you like ass and titties, chat? Do you like ass and titties? Conservatives want to take away your ass and titties. They want to take it away from you. Do you like jacking off to porn? Do you like rubbing one out and shooting a fucking spunk rocket into your window and shattering it? Is that how you like to spend your Friday afternoon? Well, conservatives want to take that away from you. They want to ban porn, unless it's child porn, because conservatives are pedophiles. Do you want to enjoy rubbing one out to big titty blonde MILFs? Do you like ass and titties? Conservatives want to take it away from you. We cannot let them. Rise up. Rise up and defend your ass and titties. They want to take away your big boobies, and we got to defend it. Do you know what conservatives want to take away? Let's find a hot tub stream. Here's Melina, Destiny's fiance. Here's a good example. Conservatives want to take this away from you. They want to take away the booba. What world do you want to live in which there is no boob? I looked up hot tub and her stream was the first thing that came up. What do you fucking want from me, okay? Conservatives want to take away the booba from you. We cannot allow it. I will not let them take away the booba. Okay, No. Stop.
Honestly, I don't think you can take a side.
Conservatives are waging a war on big bouncy titties, and I won't let them win. I won't fucking let them win. I won't fucking let them win. Anyway, is there anything else worth getting from this video here? Are we gonna get anything worth responding to here? Oh, some tradcon shit?
Sexy makes you more popular. Can't relate. One example of this comes from research in 2012 where a group of 6 to 9-year-olds were given a choice between a doll in sexy clothes and a doll in trendy loose-fitting clothes. The girls were then asked which doll looked like them, looked how they wanted to look, was the popular girl in school, and the doll they wanted to play with. 68% of the girls said the sexy doll looked how they wanted to look, and 72% said she was more popular than the non-sexy doll. The researchers noted that other studies have found that sexiness boosts popularity among girls but not boys.
Wait, this is so hilarious. Don't conservatives use the argument that because, like little kids, like little girls tend to gravitate towards like girl toys and little boys tend to gravitate towards little boy toys, that gender is like inherent and thus unchanging? Am I getting Mandela affected here? Or have you guys heard this argument a million times from conservatives, right? I've heard this argument all the fucking time, and yet now they're making the argument that society impacts young kids and what they're interested in. When it comes to gender, no, you're born that way. But when it comes to the impact of sexualization and the way, like now it's society, now it's determinism and sociology, but only when it benefits their narrative. Which, by the way, I do agree that society has an impact on young kids when it comes to sexualization. No fucking doubt. But you have to make a case for how female empowerment is a bad thing. I don't disagree that society has this effect on young people. You got to make a case for why it's bad.
Although the desire to be popular is not uniquely female, the pressure to be sexy in order to be popular is. Well, at least it makes sense why I had like one friend in high school. Now, if you're wondering how we got here, you can thank a myriad of things for it, including but not limited to the gradual sexualization.
Wait, is she just self-owning right now and just saying that she wasn't sexy when she was... is she just saying she's not sexy and that's why she's not popular? Okay.
Of society, and probably one of the prevailing ideas of feminist theory called sex-positive feminism. The idea that in order for women to be liberated and empowered, they must be not only openly sexual, but embrace their sexuality. This plays out when women embrace sex work, from
Why can I go out? Dude, when I was in high school, I wore a fucking Speedo, all right? And other than my as Keanu Reeves once said, my impressive cock being shown off by the Speedo, nobody batted an eye. But whenever girls wear even closer to the same thing, even closer to an outfit that reveals as much skin, then it's a big fucking deal. It's like the Joker meme. It's like the Joker, chat. A guy walks around wearing basically a thong, and nobody bats an eye. But a girl wears a thong and a very revealing bra, and everyone loses their minds. It's just like what the Joker said, chat. Just like the Joker. He predicted it.
Prostitution to stripping, suggesting this is empowering. Porn, casual sex, being open about their use of sex toys and the amount of sexual partners they've had, and so on. And at the same time, there is a competing traditional feminist idea that says the objectification of women and their bodies is bad. Objectification is a notion central to feminist theory. It can be roughly defined as seeing and or treating a person, usually a woman, as an object, where she is viewed only as a body parts, or for...
Yep, already explained this, how there's a difference between sexualization and objectification.
Sexual function. And we've heard time and time again how this objectification plays out, driving sexism, oppression, sexual harassment, and even violence. But it's hard, at least for me, to not view these things as two completely conflicting ideas. Which brings me to the point that sex-positive empowerment is not about women at all. A TED Talk from 2013 discusses the sexualized images of women in advertising and the effects of self-objectification. She argues that 96% of the sexualized images that we see are of women, and this is especially true in advertising. A study from 1983
Because there's a difference between women of their own volition being more revealing with their clothing and behavior and models that are essentially forced into wearing and behaving in a certain way in order to appeal to people. Hey, and guess what? When you see most female clothing models, do you know who they're modeling for? Something that I've realized as I've gotten older is that most female models are modeling for women, not men. I realized this after many an argument with my girlfriend. For those of you guys that don't know, my girlfriend Lonnie is a very tiny 5'2", and she complains about how she wants to be taller all the time. And I tell her, guys love girls that are short. Guys fucking love short girls. Guys, like, everybody, like, guys love short girls. Obviously, there's the novelty of the big booby vampire lady, but for the most part, guys like short girls. But there's a reason why most supermodels are like 5'10" and above. Why so many supermodels are tall as fuck. And it's because even though tall women aren't usually the first thing that a guy's mind, at least nowadays, that a man's mind jumps to when they think of an attractive woman, they usually think of like a short woman with like... where like 2/3 of their body is legs. Because these models aren't meant to be attractive to men. They're meant to be attractive to women. They're advertising products and clothes that women are meant to buy. That's who they're appealing to.
To 2003 said that the percentage of ads using sex to sell products rose from 15% to 27%. And that was 20 years ago. Oh my God, that was 20 years ago. What is even happening? I am aged. But what's interesting is that this kind of advertising doesn't even appeal to women. A study from 2006 demonstrated—
Yes, it does. It is specifically meant to appeal to women because these products are meant to appeal to women. Nice job bringing up a study from 2006. Come hither, the female reader yawns. A study that gauged the women's emotional responses to ads featuring women from Vogue, Allure, and other women's magazines. The hotter the model's attire looked, the more it left the women well cold. Say the U.S. Yeah, this doesn't prove what she's trying to say. It proves.
The more seductive the model, the more uninterested women are, preferring images of sophisticated women over the former.
But beyond that, this idea that sex sells, I'd like to challenge that directly, because the fact is, if sex sold, most women are heterosexual, and we are sexual beings, so why wouldn't we see half-naked men?
Untrue. Untrue. No women are heterosexual. Stop spreading false propaganda, okay? You can't tell me. Every single fucking girl that I know is always commenting on their friends' posts that are other women about how hot they are, okay? You don't see straight dudes doing this. It's always the fucking girl. Every girl in this chat has commented on their friends' posts where they're doing some, modeling out in the backyard about how hot they are. Oh my God, marry me. Like, come on. You're all gay. You're all gay. You're all gay. All you women watching are gay. Stop trying to deny it. All right? All women are gay.
And everywhere in advertising. I would like to propose that something else is being sold here. To men, they're being sold this idea constantly that they are sexual subjects. They are in the driver's seat. It makes them feel powerful to see images.
Dude. Are men buying Victoria's Secret clothes in mass? Are men buying lingerie? Where is this? Well, the femboys are, but still, where is this massive tidal wave of men buying out Victoria's Secret stores and shit like that? Victoria's Secret is all I know. Guys, I'm a dude. I don't buy women's clothes. All I know is Victoria's Secret, okay? I don't know what I don't know all the women's clothing brands, but is it the men that are buying all these clothes? Maybe as an anniversary present or as a birthday present for their girlfriends. But usually when women go out shopping, when they go out and they're buying clothes, and they're buying some sexy outfits. Usually it's a hot lady modeling the outfit on the poster above the clothing rack.
Of objectified women everywhere. And for women, we are being sold this idea that this is how we get our value and this is the way to become the ideal sex object, which is why instead of sex selling, these ideas of subjectivity and objectivity are being sold. So we see men's magazines with scantily clad women, and we see women's magazines with scantily clad women.
Hellman goes on to...
Hold on. Can I look up like a male fashion model? So usually when you see men modeling fashion that's a bit more revealing, you see shit like this. And do you know why? Just like with women that want to look sexy, dudes also want to look sexy to their preferred gender that they're attracted to. They want women to see them like this. If you're modeling clothes, you want the target demographic of that product to think they're going to look like this when they wear it. Now, granted, this looks like some fucking artsy-fartsy fashion show shit, but even still, when you look at like most men's fashion, it's meant to make you look like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like either really spick or, you got the drip, right? You're spick and span. You got the drip. You're trying to reel in that ass. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason that marketing professionals exist. There are holy shit. I just saw the full video of that, by the way, or the full picture of what I just showed you there. And the dude's dick is just out. So good thing I clicked the right picture there, huh? By the way, I think it's time to finish up this segment by demonstrating this is what the right wants to take away from you. Remember what they want to take from you. We cannot allow it. You see this? The right wants to take this away from you, and I will not let them. I will not live in a world in which this is taken away from me. I want to be able to go onto Twitch and see this, all right? I am fully booba pilled, all right? I will not let the conservatives take this away from me. I will not let conservatives steal this from me, okay? I won't let them. Yeah, you're not wrong, Vermin. But hey, I like booba. Honestly, let's just add a camming section to Twitch. All right, let's just do it. Let's just add a camming section to Twitch. I'm on board now. I say we do it. You hit that follow? Hell yeah, I hit that follow. You think I want to see titties? Come on. The softcore porn section? Hell yeah. Xander Hall, watch me get flagged for having naturally fat tits, Pepe mods. Hey, you just get in the hot tub and it's okay. All right, listen. If you want to defend the right for you to like titties and ass, follow me on Twitch, subscribe to me on YouTube, and ring the bell icon. Like the stream, comment on the stream, like the video, comment on the video, and so on. I do appreciate it. I really, really do. Follow me on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. Here, you know what? To keep you guys watching through my shilling, I'm just going to keep this on screen. Hell yeah, brother. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you want to support me financially, you can subscribe to me on my website, xanderhall.com/live, or donate. You can also super chat me on YouTube or hit the join button to become a channel member and get all sorts of cool perks on the channel, and so on. You can also pledge me on Patreon. I really do appreciate it, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.